Good morning, children. Today we learn the grammar, that is soft skills. Okay, very important topic to us today. Soft skills. A stitch in time, save 9. It's a very important proverb for us. A stitch in time, save 9. A stitch in time, save 9 is a famous proverb. A proverb is a consistent, condensed but memorable saying that represents some important fact of experiences that is taken as true by many people. This proverb's meaning is quite simple. Do not procrastinate. It is better to spend a little time and effort to deal with the problems right now than to wait until later when they may get worse. The praise might be stated more clearly as one stitch in time save 9 stitches. Meaning is that mending to tear to right away would only require one stitch instead of the 10 stitches. It is may require if the tear goes unfixed and wounds. Another proverbs which is similar in meaning is procrastinations is the thief of time. Consider the following story. Meena and Beena were two good friends studying in the 10th standard in the residential school. They shared the same room in the hostel. Meena was very hard-working girl who believed in. Meena is a hard-working girl who believed in. She understood that if she prepared all her notes well in advance and kept them ready, it would be easy for her to prepare for the examinations. And what she believed, she did practice in her life. But Beena, though an intelligent student, was built lazy. She kept postponing all work and just went to whiling away her time. And with just a week left for the examinations, Beena started looking at her notes. But to her horror, she was too nervous and worried to make any progress. She was too upset to even comprehend what she was reading or writing down. She understood that she had committed a grave mistake by wasting her time now. Meena came to her rescue. She shared her notes with Beena and helped her prepare for the examinations. Beena managed to do well in the examinations. Moreover, she learned an important lesson. A stitch in time saves 9. Actually, have you or any your friend had similar experiences? Write about it. Have they or you become more prompt in attending their studies? This is the example of both. Okay? The proverb is correct for these examples. Did you understand, my children? Stitch is 9 and save is 9. Stitch in time, save in 9. See, this is the proverb of that. Okay? This is a very, very important of that. And spellings also very important in English language. Without spelling, you can't learn anything from that. So, my dear student, today suffixes and prefixes, we'll learn about that. What is the suffixes? A suffixes letters, a group of letters added at the end of words 2 from new words. With or without change of word. Class. Example. IC అని ఉంది. IC. MAGIC. Magic. Electric. Static. Lethargic. Sympathetic. Rustic. Fantastic. See that. IVE. After the word you can put the any new word. It's called suffixes. IVE. Excessive. Massive. 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 Impressive. Successive. Submissive. Relative. ITY. Audacity. 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 Authenticity. 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 Barbarity. Capability. Captivity. Celebrity. See that. AL. Methodical. Radical. Typical. Managical. Reciprocal. Practical. Eternal. ANCE. Acceptance. 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 Acquaintance. ACQUINTANCE. Acquaintance. Appearance. 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 Fragrance. 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 Hindrance. 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 See that. ENCE. Benevolence. Eloquence. Diffidence. Innocence. Negligence. Negligence. NEGILIGENCE. Negligence. Okay children, this is the suffixes. And the next part is that conversation and role replay. Conducting a meeting, seeking option from team members. To ensure that you conduct the effective meetings, use the following reckoner. Carry out all the necessary preparations well before that meeting. If necessary, circulate the agenda for the meeting well in advance. An agenda is a list of matters to be taken up at meeting. This will be help invitees preparing for the meeting and kept the proceedings focused. The people attending the meeting should arrive in time. See that when you are conducting meeting or seeking option from team members, you should be follow these regular rules. The people attending the meeting should be arrive in time. Keep an open mind while carrying on with the discussions. Always be willing to listen to the options of the others. This is a good nature children. Maybe you can improve your language. You should be always keep like this in your mind. Always be willing to listen to the opinions of others. Yes, just careful, we can listen properly. Actively participate in the discussions and other activities. Seek clarifications when necessary. One should never try to hog the limelight or try to dominate the discussions. Actively try to avoid the conflicts and unnecessary arguments. This is also very important in the conversation or role to play. When you are conducting a meeting, you should be follow these all points, very important. One should never try to hog the limelight or try to dominate the discussions. This is very important. Do not digress or bring in the points that distract from the agenda of the meeting. Right. Make clear the consigned notes on the proceedings. This is also very important. After the meeting, send the minutes, writing of account of transferred at meeting. to all the members and follow up on the actions plan decided upon to the meeting. Look at the dialogue below. Arun, Banu and Kiran are planning to hold meeting. See that. How to discuss various accepts. Okay. Right. Arun. Hi friends, good morning. Banu. Hi Arun. Hi Kiran. Arun. Shall we take about the meeting to conduct it tomorrow? Kiran. Yeah Arun. What time to do? We begin in the meeting. Arun. We have to start at 9 a.m. Right. Banu. Kiran. We need to look into all the arrangements, right? Kiran. Yes, I will take care of the transport and the receptions of the guests. Arun. Okay. I will take care of the hospitality arrangements. Hospitality arrangements. Food and beverages and everything. Hospitality arrangements. It's called. Okay. So he discussing that. He will training that like that. Yes, they are conducting meeting there and they are discussing that, and it's a very important meeting. Both are conducting, Banu and Kiran. Arun is saying, Arun, we have to start meeting at 9 a.m. Right, Banu. Kiran, we need to look into all the arrangements. Right, Kiran. Yes, I will take care of the transport and the receptions of guests. Arun, okay, I will take care of the hospitality arrangements. Banu, okay, good. Then I will take care of the arrangements at the auditorium. Kiran, have you sent out of the agenda? Banu, yes, of course. I sent it to all the invitees to last week itself. See that, last week itself. Arun, who is going to make notes on the proceeding then? Will you do that, Banu? Of course. All right, I shall do and prepare the minutes. Kiran, great. Fine. Then let's go get going. Arun, anything? We'll begin off of done. Let us meet too early tomorrow and take stock of all the situations. All right, Banu, fine. Kiran, perfect. While conducting the meetings or in the other professional situations, one should know how to politely interact with one's group members and colleagues. Look at the dialogues below. The director of constructions company asked the general manager to suggest who should send to forthcoming conference. Director, who do you think we should send the conference of civil engineering this year? General manager, I suggest we send Latif. Director, I don't think it is good idea to do that. Latif has, after all, I had just years experiences we need to do of sending a senior person. General manager, maybe we could ask Mr. Raghunath Rao to go. Director, yes, that's good idea. Kamala drops in the local youth and club in the watch. Group of young people reherence to play the plant put in the short play. See that? Kamala and Maya, These both are going to discuss one meeting, Kamala. That was very entertaining. I enjoyed every minute of the play. Maya. Thank you, Kamala, for sitting through our rehearsals. Nasir. Any suggestions, Kamala? We have to been at this for so long and have to stop seeing the things clearly. Kamala. Well, first I suggest that you could think of another title for the play. I don't think the present title of either interesting or suitable. Maya. That's good suggestion. That's good suggestions. And what is your second idea? Second idea for the suggestion, Kamala? Kamala. In my opinion, Maya and character of the old woman whom you play could appear at the end of the play to say why the behanded as he did. Do you think it will be possible? Nasir, why not? We will try to that one out. Anything else, Kamala? Kamala, no, that's all. No, that's all. I really feel you have wonderful play there, Maya. Thanks a lot, Kamala. You have to be in great help. See that this is the activities doing like that. Working in the groups, discuss all the arrangements of the meeting and distribute the specific responsibilities among group members. Then hold the meeting based on prepare the agenda and discuss the details of the celebrations. Discuss of the celebrations and seeking the permission. Minutes of meeting circle among that group members also you can schedule that, right? This is the clear story of the conversations, right? Now I would like to take the comprehension passage, reading comprehension passage, that is Hyderabad Khazain. Hyderabad Khazain, Cuisine, Khazain. Hyderabad is heaven for food lovers. It cuisines popular all over the world. It also known as the Deccani cuisine and is the legacy of the Qutub Shahi rule of the region. It beautifully combines the taste of Mughlai, Turkish, Arabic, Telugu and Marathwada cuisines. The modern Hyderabad cuisine evolved during the reign of the Nizams. The most famous of all Hyderabadi dishes is one of course the delicious Hyderabadi biryani. Let us look at some of the other important and famous Hyderabadi dishes. Nahari, a very delicious, nourishing stew made of lamb, trotted and tongue, cooked by simmering. Usually overnight flavored by cassia bark, cinnamon, cardamom and highly aromatic buckets, gami. Do you know what is in Hindi? Pottika masala has including sandalwood powder, kushi root, old dried roses. A breakfast dish usually eaten with the bread like shirmal, halim. It is a smooth, velvety paste of broken wheat and meat usually eaten with the pieces of hard boiled egg and thyme lime juice. Nagirshi kofta. This is also very important. It is kofta made a whole of boiled eggs coated with the minced meat fried and simmered in the rich gravy. Chippaka goshi. Chunks of meat marinated of paste of onions, green chilies, coconut, garlic, garam masala and yogurt of the cooked very slowly in the new clay pot so that meat will smell a bit like parched earth after the rainfall. Murigika Pyaza, a milled chicken curry cooked with the abundance of onions and garnished with coconut and sunflower seeds. Some of the other popular dishes of Hyderabad are keema, samosa, paya, boti kebab, katti dal, ghost, pasandi, malai kofta, malai korma, kobli biryani, lukmi, Hyderabad khichdi, dal the ghost, murgi ka nizami, nawab tarkari, biryani. This all biryanis is famous in Hyderabad kitchen. And Asafia Murga, Sherka Murga, Bakre Kori, Sahi, Tuka. These all also, they are liking Muslim people almost all. Mirchika Masal Salan, Shikama Puri Kebab, Badam Kaji. These are very important cuisines of Hyderabad steps. And one more thing, this is the Hyderabad chicken biryani, is also famous in that. What is that? Hyderabad chicken biryani. How to prepare? Steps. Add all the marinated integrates to bowl. Yangot salt, red chilli powder, biryani masala, turmeric, ginger garlic paste, lemon juice, cardamom powder. Mix up with the well up to make paste. Second, marinate the chicken with the prepared yogurt and masala paste prepared in the steps 1. Allow it to sit for overnight in the fridge for at least 2 hours. Keeping overing makes of the chicken very soft once the biryani is cooked. If you are marinating it just for 2 hours, and suggest to keeping the piece is a small to medium and not very large. Add dry spices to pot of boiling water along with a few drops of oil. You can add the dry spices to Muslim cloth and make of knot. If you don't like to get a bite of the spices, add soaked the rice and cook. It will be cooked in the rice must be green. See that. Added chicken marinated to heavy bottom pot, sprinkled fried onions, chilies, coriander and mint leaves. Add all and mix it for that. A layer of the rice over the chicken. The rice must not be the dripping water. It should not be dry either. 6th one. Add fried onions, mint and coriander leaves, sprinkles biryani masala. Layer of the rice again. Sprinkles fried onions, mint of coriander leaves of biryani masala, pour of the saffron milk. Use foil to cover the rim. You can also use clean the kitchen cloth or tug and stick to the rim of the pot. 10th one. Cover the pot with the lid. Using a tug. Make sure that the lid sits on the tugs. 11th one. Place the pot over the heart of old kava. Cook on medium high for about 15 to 20 minutes. Lower flame is very low and cook for another 15 minutes. Switch off the stove and let it be rest in the sometimes. Flavorful dum biryani is ready. Pulp of the rice gently and sear with the raita sobra. These are the reading comprehension passages to students, all the students. And writing skills also very important in the students. What is the writing skills? Formal letters. The most common form of the written communication is a letter, with emails and texting services becoming the prevalent. The letter has become an obstacle from the communication for many people. However, here are certain domains where the letter as unavoidable form of the communication. Formal or official letters. Formal or official letters, for instance, are still an important form when applying for jobs, lodging formal complaints or request applying for leaves, etc. A formal letters are the name suggests it is written in a formal or official context. Example of formal letters are those who write business transactions, applications, letters of the inquiry, letters to the editor, and all the letters written one's colleagues on matters concerning work, like that. For example, you can take the example of that. 30 July 2019, the sales manager, TK Private Limited, 5 Kacham Towers, Nampalli Road, Hyderabad. Okay? Dear sir or madam, this is official letters or formal letters. Subject: appointment for consultation. Appointment for consultation. Appointment for consultation. I am planning to invest in the stock market and looking for some professional advice. The name of your company was recommended to me by a friend who is also one of your regular clients. I would like to be grateful if you could let me know when it would be convenient for me to meet someone in this connection in your office. Any day of the week, Monday through the Friday, would you shoot me as for the time? I would be perfect that you fix the meeting after 3 p.m. I look forward to hearing you soon. Yours faithfully, Colonial George Fernand. Colonial George Fernand. The 8 parts for every formal letter has. Remember children, this 8 parts is most important in the letter writing. First one is sender's address. It's very important. Second one is date. That is called salutation or date. Third one, the inside address. Fourth one, salutation. Fifth one, subject. Sixth one, the body of the letter. Seventh one, the complimentary clause. Eighth one, the signature. This is very important in the formal letters. The sender's address. The address of the senders is placed on the right of left hand corner of the page, depending on the format used. As in the case of personal letters, the address is not punctured to current practice. It is omitted when official letters are written on the company letters. The date. The date again is the place below the sender's address is personal letters. Sender's address is personal letters. The inside address. This is also very important. Inside address. This is the address of the receiver and it is placed on the left below and the line of the date. The inside address is not punctuated. On each F line on the address beginnings of the left margin. The salutation. Fourth one. The most of common forms of the salutation is formal letters are dear sir, dear sirs, or organization and not specified in the individuals is being addressed. And dear madam, in case you do not know whether the person to whom the letter is being sent is a man or woman, the salutation. Dear person by his name or accompanied by the title, dear Mr. Uma Varma or dear Mr. James, Dr. James, like that. The subject. This part of the features all kinds of formal letters is the brief statement of the subject, statements of the subject and the letter or what it is about, and it is placed below the salutation. The body of the letter. This is the main part of the letter. The contents of the official letters should be brief, clear, precise, complete with respect of information. The complementary clause. The complementary clause is very important also. It is the seventh part of the letter. The expressions usually used to close formal letters that begin with the salutation letters addressed by title and a name. The complementary clause used is yours sincerely. Note that forms like yours respectfully, your obediently and your obedient servant are now to consider old fashioned. The signature. Formal letters must be the full signature with the person's name and the designation in two separate lines below the name of the company is mentioned to appear above the signature of its representative. Who writes the letter? If any employee sign a letter or on behalf of senior colleagues, the name of the designation of the person is given below the signature and the name of the person. Thinking of that is very important. Okay.